Hi, I want to tell you about how I launch courses and products as an email marketer. So there's no big launch plan. There's no big ramp up of months of work and figuring out and strategies and all of that. There's no big team. There is my email list. I do have affiliates, so I send an email to them to let them know. One email, it's really quite a low key, calm, easy, simple launch plan. But when I launch a new product, the emails go out to my list. And so, depending on how big the product is, how big of a deal I want to make it, I'm going to be sending 3 to 10 emails that go out and tell people about my course. I have often launched my courses as a pre-launch. So in the past, I used to do live group coaching, but I don't tend to do that anymore because personally, I find only a small portion attend, and then the rest feel like, even though they purchased it, like they've missed out. And I don't like that. I want 100% of my customers to feel like they've gotten all of the goods for the course. So also, I just feel like because the attendance is so low, and even when people attend, they just kind of don't say anything, so you just show up and listen. I personally like to watch a recording on double speed, so I just make the assumption that a lot of people are like me and that they probably just prefer the video. So I'm launching these courses, and when I used to do them live, if that's something you like to do, if that's something that really works for you, and your people really love to show up, you could launch it live. Like I used to do 4 weeks or 6 weeks, depending on how many modules. That's the typical, the bigger courses. So 4 to 6 modules. I do one module a week, show up, record those, have a Q&A, and that was like my format. I don't typically do that anymore. So what I will do now is I'll make myself an outline, and I'll either create the whole course ahead of time, which can be difficult as someone, who I have ADHD and I have like this shorter attention span, and so do a lot of us, right? Like even if you don't have ADHD, but I can either record the course all at once ahead of time and then launch it, or I can pre-sell it, and this is my favorite. I like to pre-sell it, and then I know I have to create it, right? Because people have paid me for it. So ideally, we get more than a couple of sales. Sometimes, if I only get a couple of sales, if I don't feel like there's enough interest, I might refund those. But that almost never happens. In all the years I've been creating courses, which is about whew, 2008. How many years is that? It's like almost 20? No, more than 20. Yeah, 2028 would be like, I am not doing the math here, but it was 2008. Yeah, so I guess it's like 18 years since I've been making courses. I don't know why I thought it was almost like 28 years because I haven't been selling online that long. So 18. And what I would do, oh, I've completely lost my train of thought. This is very ADHD of me. So let me backtrack. Pre-launching is what I would like to do. I will create the whole thing at first, or I will go ahead and I will drip it out. So for Email for a Living, which I'm recreating that in January. So it's like version 2 of a course that I've been selling since 2022. And I am going to be dripping that one out because it's a big course and I need something to keep me motivated to create this course. And I don't even know if having like 20, 30 sales is enough, but I do know that dripping it out week after week, and I will have people engaged in that course. I really think that this is going to be a good course and people are going to be excited to go through it. So having them engaged in the first week, hopefully getting a little feedback, it's going to keep me going through and creating the course. And of course, if I've gotten any customers and I've just agreed to create this course, they've paid me, that is going to motivate me to keep it going and go throughout week by week to make sure this is an amazing course for them. I'm really excited about this course too, so that really helps. It really helps to create the product. So what I'm going to do is pre-sale that in my email, send 10 emails because this is a bigger course. It's a signature program. So I'll be sending out about 10 emails and getting that going for January 5th. That's when the first module will launch and go out there. So what you want to do if you're creating products, do it in a way that works for you, but you can have a very low key launch. And that, of course, doesn't guarantee anything. You might not sell many. You might not sell many. You might sell a lot. If you want to go bigger, you can. You can make it a bigger deal for affiliates to promote. You can run ads. You can hire graphics people and marketing people and all this thing. But when people do those big launches, they cost big money and they take big time, right? So as a person who likes to just kind of go through projects, work on what inspires me, this works well for me. So I thought I'd share that with you and take from it what you can and what works for you, and leave the rest. That's it. We'll talk soon.